Now the next clip we're going to see, Mano, is again a production which you directed. It's most recent one. This was not long ago, After the Rain. What was it that drew you to this production?
Once again, the aspect of storytelling. Tremendously fictitious, beautifully written, a British playwright, and it tells the story of a group of survivors. I think we talked about this the last time I was here. A group of survivors on board a raft after the Great Flood, and apparently there were other survival rafts, and we're not interested in that. We're interested in this particular raft. And this one character, Arthur Henderson, who tries to set himself up as God, and actually uses these characters, twists and turns them, and you find this one character that I played, Mr. Harold Banner, who was a churchman of some sort, who becomes the acolyte to this guy, and between them they start talking in terms of sacrifices and seances and things of that nature, and he absolutely manipulates these people on board this raft. It's a very interesting story. It draws a lot of parallels out of Shakespeare and out of the Bible, and it was a Brechtian form of theatre, and it lent itself extremely well to a three-quarter thrust stage, and I used a few ramps and a few ladders to create the raft, and
well, let's take a look.
It was a very thought-provoking play. Yes, let's take a look at it.
Let's take a look at this clip from After the Rain.
They transhipped the grain. It took 2 days. On the second night, the ark caught fire.
Bastard! Rotten bastard!
You shouldn't speak against Arthur like that.
Speak against him? Don't you see what he's done? Look at the ark burning! That's no accident.
Arthur does what he has to do.
And the old man?
That's as maybe.
Arthur's murdered him.
Oh yes, my husband too.
What?
Wesley too, you know that.
But Wesley blew away.
Oh no, Arthur took care of that. I know. Arthur takes what he wants. After all, he has to, hasn't he? If we're to respect him.
Enough! Will you not protest?
No.
Tell me what you are thinking.
What's the point?
Of what?
Of human life.
After the Rain, a production by the Buckham Theater. Mano, coming from Sri Lanka, you come into another culture, and all of us can look at a different culture and find flaws in their belief systems and things that they hold sacred. Part of this play obviously is looking at religion, structuralized religion, which I differentiate from faith in God. That's a separate issue. But did the perspective you brought in attract you to this play? Did this play perhaps illustrate some things that you had noticed as an individual?
Yes, I have a strict Anglican upbringing, and Sri Lanka having been a British colony, I'm British boarding school oriented.
There's a touch of that Etonian in your speech.
So the play certainly appealed to me, and there is a lot of Anglicanism in it. At the moment I am a Presbyterian. It speaks to itself. It certainly does, and there were the other religions to look into that really helped me with it.
I'm amazed to say that we're done already. We're out of time again.
Yeah.
Originally you came to do one show, and now you've done two. And
how time goes when we're enjoying ourselves.
So this ended much more quickly than I had anticipated. At any rate, on the screen now we're going to put the phone number for the Buckham Theater, so that you can give a call and find out some of the interesting projects they have going now. Our guest has been Mano Breckinridge. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Michael, for having me here.
And thank you very much for joining us here on Hometown Movies. This is Michael Kelly wishing you good night.
all the breezes on the day that sets us free. Beast of England, beast of Ireland, beast of every land and clime. Hearken well.
Or two. Within these bounds, feel free to create whomever, whatever you like. I shan't be annoyed if you stretch or exchange assignments on occasion, so long as you act for the sake of the story.
See what he's done? Look at the ark burning. That's no accident.
Arthur does what he has to do.
And the old man?
That's as maybe.
Arthur's murdered him.
Oh yes, my husband too.
What?
Wesley too. You know that.
But Wesley blew away.
Oh no.